Visiting the hospital every day for 2 years wasn't what I had in mind when I turned 18. I made my way through the hospital hallways and caught my breath once I stood before the door. All right, Valentina, put a smile on your face. I walk past the door and set the tray of food on the bedside table. Hello. I greet with a wide smile spread across my face. My relationship with my father isn't the best, but that doesn't mean I need to be a less significant daughter. I've always wondered where the problem really lies. I just don't understand why he hates me so much. How are you feeling, Dad? I ask, sitting on the edge of the bed.
Fine,
He answers, taking a cold look away from me, which only saddened me. I always expect short responses from him. There were times when I wondered if he would at least show me some affection, especially since I'm always the hospital taking care of him. Here's your medicine, I say, smiling, and hand him the pills.
I said I was fine.
He responds, still facing away. Dad, you have to take them. You know your health is at risk, I say. During a visit to the doctor, I remembered the doctor's instructions, which pointed out that I should give him the pills daily. However, my father was the type to order people, not the other way around. Why couldn't he just see that what I'm trying to do is for his own good? Standing up slowly, he walks off to the bathroom.
Leave it on the table. I'll take it after I eat.
He mumbles. I quietly nod and stood up from his bed. Eventually, I decided to make my way out of the room. I have a job interview in an hour and I can't afford to be late. I inhale the strong aroma of alcohol, scrunching my nose as I stepped inside after doubting myself for a few minutes. In the past, I stayed away from alcohol because even a small amount results in me losing control over myself. My only experience with alcohol is that I've had it twice my entire life. I also can't stand the taste of it. I push my way through the crowd of people grinding on one another. Looking around, I step further into the crowd when a guy grabs my ass, causing me to stop in my tracks. I turn around. Excuse me? I ask, shocked in complete shock. What the fuck? It's only been 3 minutes since I set foot inside this club.
Sorry, beautiful, it was an accident. My bad.
He says, walking past me with a smirk. I laugh at his pathetic excuse. He could have at least came up with a better one than that. I grab his arm, turning him around to face me. My fist would look great on his face right now. I wonder if shoving a flagpole up your ass would be considered an accident. I say, which made this asshole clench his fists in anger. Listen here. I shoved past him, not wanting to listen anymore of his bullshit, and walked away, searching for someone. My attention quickly shifts to the brunette sitting on a bar stool talking to a bartender. My voice rang out, "Hey, Paige!" Gaining her attention.
Oh my God, Valentina!
She screams over the loud music as she stood up to hug me. I thought you'd be working, I say, hugging her back.
Nope, I don't start my shift until 11. I wasn't quite certain you'd show up.
She says, giving me that signature smile of hers. I was unable to afford my father's medical expenses while working at a coffee shop, so I had to find some sort of solution. As a result of my mother leaving me, I had to work 2 jobs to help pay the bills. With my father's condition, it's becoming harder and harder for me to cover his bills, let alone pay my own. I used to work at the same cafe as Paige, but she quit 3 months ago and began working here at the club as a stripper. Having heard about it from Paige, I decided to apply for a job here. I was getting pretty desperate. Paige told me that the waitresses here make a decent wage. I hadn't come here to become a stripper. I'd have no idea what to do.
Oh, honey, can I help you at all?
She asks in concern. Paige, you deserve a lot of credit for the help you have given me. I tell her, and it's true. She has always been there for me, helping me whenever she could. She's 3 years older than me, and she's always felt like a big sister to me. She slapped my arm playfully.
Don't mention it. You know I'm always here for you.
Who's the chick?
He questions, looking at me. He has such beautiful tan skin and a beautiful aura. He could capture any woman's attention. He looks like someone you'd want as your cute neighbor. Paige introduces me to him. She's going to be applying for a job here, she explains.
That's wonderful. I'll get to see her around often then.
Angelo is a bartender at the Hives Club.
Paige says as she rolls her eyes at his obvious flirting. Nice to meet you, Angelo, I greeted with a smile.
It's nice to meet you as well. You should consider staying till my shift is over.
He suggests with a shrug. Paige is a really pretty girl. She has a fair complexion and her long brown hair, complemented by her bright blue eyes. I would be lying if I said she was not attractive.
Alright, you horny bastard, that's enough for today. You'll have plenty of time to flirt with her after she gets a job here. Isn't that right, Valentina?
Paige turns to me with a smirk. Yeah, probably not. Suddenly, I remembered I needed to get to an interview. I parted ways with Angelo as Paige took me to the manager's office where my interview will take place.
Val, don't worry. You'll do awesome.
She says, comforting me with a hug. Thanks, Paige, I reply, giving her a genuine smile.
Be careful though. Adrian can be a little intimidating.
She says, is he the owner of the club? I ask. It just occurred to me that I was applying to a position where I do not know who the boss is or anything about the club at all.
He might be a little scary and all, but he's pretty hot. He rarely comes here. With all the companies he's handling, I don't think he has much time. You'll meet Jake, our manager, first.
Paige explains. Inhaling deeply, I tried to calm myself. Thank you again, I say.
Of course. Good luck, love.
She winks before leaving, not wanting to be late for her shift. After knocking on the door twice and hearing nothing, I knocked again and heard a voice allowing me to enter. My attention was quickly drawn to the room's chaos as I walked in.
Can I help you?
The man behind the desk asks, looking at me from head to toe and with an annoyed expression. He seemed to be in his 30s and didn't look particularly pleased to meet me. This is making me uncomfortable. Is this the owner of the club? I'm here for an interview, I say softly as I approach him.
All right. Take a seat.
He instructs shortly. I took a seat as instructed. Why was I so nervous at this job? I've been a waitress before, so why was I so nervous all of a sudden? Maybe because you're not waitressing at a hotel or restaurant, but a fucking strip club. He leaned back in his chair.
All right. Let's just get this shit over with, shall we?
He glances at me with his smug face. There is something about him that makes me uneasy. My eyes drift down onto his table where a sign head manager was placed. So he's not the owner.
What's your name?
He asks while typing on his keyboard recklessly. Valentina Russo.
You're Italian?
He asks with an amused expression on his face. The question caught me off guard, but I nod my head. My mother's Italian and my father's American, I respond.
Okay. What made you choose the Hives Club?
I'll just be honest and say I heard my friend talk about how well this place has been treating her. I suppose, I explain. I realize this wasn't the best answer, but I don't think he cares anyway.
Are you experienced?
He asks the next question, almost right away. Yeah, I've been doing this for a very long time, I tell him honestly. Did I look like I've been waiting tables all my life? I don't own any expensive designer clothes. I searched for a way to say something. He's probably coming to the conclusion that I look horrible. I shouldn't be here. What was I even thinking? Haitian. Before I could say anything, he cuts me off.
Right, that's really all I need to know.
He says before standing up.
Follow me. Miss Russo.
He motions towards the door. Where is he taking me? I quickly shoved my file inside my bag and followed the man. He didn't even ask me for my resume, which struck me as odd. Maybe he didn't need to. After walking for a few minutes, the man suddenly halts in front of a large door, causing me to run into his back. When he turned to look directly at me, I cheekily apologized. Fuck, I'm sorry. I widened my eyes as I placed my hand over my mouth. Sorry, it just slipped up. I tried to apologize again, realizing I just had cursed.
Forget it.
The man simply says and knocks on the large door. While waiting, the door suddenly burst open, revealing a blonde lady wearing red lingerie. She sends me a hard glare as she walks past me. You better have a good reason for knocking on my door right now, Jake! A deep voice spoke, sending shivers down my spine. How can one's voice sound so seductive?
Boss, we have a new one.
The guy says, entering the room. I pondered whether I should follow him in. With an annoyed expression, the man whose name I assume was Jake glared at me.
Why are you just standing there? Get inside!
Upon entering the room, I gasped. The interior was stunning. Gold and black trim, curtains, elegant couches, a chandelier, and everything simply screamed expensive and rich. A pole in the corner of the room wasn't the only thing that caught my attention.
I will leave her to you, boss. And trust me when I say she will do your club good.
He smirked my way before leaving the room in a hurry. What did he mean by that? While looking away from the door, I glanced toward someone sitting behind the elegant table, and instantly, I was faced with a Greek god. He stared right into my eyes, and my knees were weaker than they had ever been before. A man with dark hair, captivating blue eyes, and a body that looked as if it had been sculpted by God himself. I can see the muscle definition ripping through his suit. I need to calm down. He didn't say a word, and it scared the shit out of me. Why is he staring at me like that? I knew I should have just ran away the moment I stepped into this room. He probably thinks I'm a joke. How come he hasn't said anything yet? Good evening. My name is Valentina Russo, I said, breaking the silence, trying to avoid his gaze. That man doesn't need to talk to show off his dominance. His looks and deeds speak for themselves. And why did that turn me on? When I introduced myself, he stared at me with dark eyes. I'd better get my shit together fast. I wonder if my pants will be able to withstand all the moisture if he keeps on staring me down like that. Yet his face remains emotionless. Fuck. Stupid Valentina. A little while later, he stood up, walked around his desk, leaning on it while crossing his arms, and gestured for me to come closer. Now, strip. That's all he said. Did I hear him correctly? What are you doing just standing there? Take off your clothes, he ordered. My mind seemed to go crazy. Did every waitress go through this? His voice also held a slight accent. He's joking with me, right? I couldn't help but stutter. He couldn't be serious, could he? He stared at me for a long time before opening his mouth to speak.
You're not waiting for me to strip you down, are you?
He scoffed. The thought of getting fully naked in front of him has me lost for words. I don't know what to do. I've never been in this kind of situation before. I am sorry. I didn't realize this was part of the interview. I replied, apologizing. You want to become a stripper at my club, but you're not going to show me your experience? Pathetic. Now get out of here, he said in a harsh tone, his dark eyes remaining on me. What, a stripper? What? No! I didn't come here to work as a stripper. I was supposed to take up the waitressing job, I explained. It is hard to imagine that he actually thought I was a stripper. I looked at his face, which remained expressionless. Should I just get out of here? Leave the club and just go home, because right now all I want to do is curl up in my blankets. After a long silence, he took his phone out of his pocket and held it to his ear. Idi suda sechas, tyviderme, he spoke angrily. I found the language foreign to me. As he continued to speak, I took notice of the decorative items around the room. His office was very clean and organized, unlike Jake's.
So you're saying you weren't here to be a stripper?
Jake asks me. I shook my head. No, I answered. I was still shocked from what just happened. How did I ever get myself into this situation? Enough, Adrian spoke. You, he said, looking in my direction. Go with Jake. He'll help with the paperwork, he ordered before retreating behind his desk. Yes, Mr. Ivanov. Jake whispers in my ear. Mr. Ivanov, I answered with a cheeky smile. Jake led me out of the office and back to his.
Did you really not know his name? Jake asks as he laughed.
I don't know who he is. Besides that, he owns this club, I replied honestly.
He owns multiple clubs and companies. He's worth billions.
It shocked Jake to find out I had no idea who Adrian Ivanov was.
He comes to the club maybe twice a month. He's very busy.
Wow, a billionaire? He looked quite young to be a billionaire. I must admit though, he is really attractive though. He looks really young, I say.
He's 26. Fill this form out and you can start working tomorrow. The shift starts at 4 p.m. and you'll have to wear a uniform, which will be ready for you when you arrive. Any questions?
Jake asks, handing me a paper and pen. That sounds perfect, and no, I answered. I grabbed the paper and fill out the details. All done. I look up to find Jake staring at me.
Great, you may leave, he said, clearing his throat. Okay then.
I thanked him when I left his office and walked back to the bar. Right now I need a drink and I don't even like drinking. Fuck it. As soon as Angelo saw me, he smiled.
Hey! He served a man his drink before turning his attention completely to me. I walked closer and sat down on a bar stool. How did the interview go? He asks.
I'd say it went okay. That was a lie, but all I could come up with. The interview went rather poorly. Jake didn't deserve the blame. Maybe I should have assured him during the interview. I am so dumb.
Just okay? Are you going to tell me if you at least got the job or not? He grinned.
I chuckled. He has a cute smile. I got the job.
Come on, who's gonna turn you down? You're gorgeous.
blood rushes to my cheeks from the compliment. Did he mean they should have hired me purely on the basis of my looks? I started burning up. I must look like a tomato right now.
You're blushing, he said, smirking.
No need to state the obvious. I quickly covered my cheeks with my hands.
Let's celebrate. What would you like to drink, milady?
Scotch on the rocks. Please, I responded.
Coming right up, he reached for a bottle of scotch.
I have to go visit Dad later. I wonder if I should tell him about the job. Most probably not, considering it's a strip club and all. He'd never allow me to work at such places. I looked back up to meet Angelo's gaze.
What you thinking about? He asked, raising his brow.
Oh, nothing really. I was just zoning out. I gave him a soft smile. I thanked him and gulped down my drink.
Well, dear, that's some strong scotch. I don't think you should be gulping it down like that.
He warns, giving me a concerned look. Thanks for the drink. How much is it? I ask, taking out my purse.
Val, you don't seriously think I'm going to let you pay, do you? It's on me, he says, shaking his head with a grin.
No, I try to reason when he cuts me off. He says, turning around. Angelo is a really nice guy. I could see myself being friends with someone like him. Hey, do you know when Paige gets off work? I ask.
She finishes early in the morning, so you might want to go home rather than waiting for her.
I get off the bar stool. Okay, I should leave. I have to go see my father. Thanks for drink.
Or you could always wait until I finish, he says, sending me a flirty wink.
I shook my head at his poor attempt before waving goodbye. I had to buy groceries as well, damn it. I quickly rushed through the hospital doors. I was running late and visiting hours were almost over. Running to the front desk, I told the woman my name and sprinted to my dad's room. I should really start exercising soon. Dad, I call out. Panting. I step inside to find him resting with his eyes closed. He can't be sleeping. He usually waits to see me. I walked closer to bed and sat down beside him. I can't help but think how isolated he must feel in here. I just wished everything was back to how it was. My father truly loved my mother. I'm sure he thinks about her every hour of the day. He used to tell me stories of them from when they were teenagers and how my mother had to run away just to be with him. My mother's family never really liked my father. My father used to be a horrible man. He had a troubled past, but my mother didn't let that stop her from giving her heart to him. I turned my head to see a picture of the three of us on the bedside table. Damn, I miss her so much. Why did she have to leave us? We were so happy. Before leaving, a sigh escapes my lips as I lift myself up from the bed and kissed my father's forehead. I need to be home before it's too late. If I'm being honest, I don't live in the best part of town. I live in a really shitty apartment. However, having a roof over my head was enough for me. The wind was really strong tonight. Walking alone at night is scary. Occasionally I have to walk through alleyways or down narrow streets. I live in a very sketchy area, and that did not calm me one bit. A couple of minutes later, I was still walking through the alley, praying no one was around. I knew what type of people lurked around these areas. And trust me, they aren't very good people. I quickened my pace and stopped when I heard voices. If you think I'm letting you live, then you must be mistaken. Mraz, a deep voice, spoke harshly. Ah, fuck, nope. I have to get away from here as soon as possible. I can tell from their voices these are not the people I want to mess with. Please, I'll have to the money by next week. Shut the fuck up. You know better than to mess with the Dawn. Gunshots echoed. Gunshots. I need to leave. Now. As I turned to run the opposite way, I was grabbed by the arm.
Where do you think you're going? Someone laughs.
Let me go. I pled. This can't be happening. I had to run away from him. What will they even do to me? Maybe I should just punch him. Ha, yeah, right. I can't throw a punch for shit.
Pathetic. The guy spat on me and hits my head with his gun really hard. I groaned and felt something wash over me as my vision went black.
What if she's dead? Oh, shut up! She's not dead! She's still breathing. What do we do now? What if she never wakes up? She will eventually. A voice quarrels back. I groan due to all the noise.
What the fuck is happening? My head aches so much. I can't even find the energy to open my eyelids. Am I hearing voices inside my head?
Diana 姐.
As soon as I heard a high-pitched voice, my eyes immediately shot open. The unfamiliar surrounding I was currently in caught my attention. When I glanced up, I saw two girls with wide eyes staring down at me. Standing up quickly, I lift myself off the couch. Who were they? Despite my apparent worry, they look at me calmly.
Whoa, don't worry. We won't hurt you, the girl chuckles.
They must have been sisters or related to each other since they resemble each other so much, almost losing my balance. My head was spinning when I realized the girl rushed to grab my arm and made me sit down.
Listen, I know you must be pretty confused right now. So we'll feed you some food, and you can start firing questions at us.
She explains with a smile. Wait, the man? Where is the man? My gaze drifts to the door. Had he kidnapped me? Were they working with him? It's unlikely that these girls were working for some crazy maniac, but you never know. Can't trust anyone?
Man? Both of them asks in unison.
I think he got away before they got to me when I blacked out. I couldn't recall what happened, as I heaved a sigh of relief. I tried standing again as one of them pushes me back down.
Just wait here. Do not move.
She sternly instructs me before walking towards the door to leave.
You're really pretty.
The other blondie smiled, catching me off guard. Thank you, I smiled back. I couldn't think of anything else to say since my head hurt so much.
Valentina, can I ask you something?
Huh? How did she know my name?
Oh, silly me. We searched your purse for an ID.
She says as if she'd read my mind. That explains it. My father popped into my mind. Oh my God. My eyes dart from the clock hanging above the door to the alarm clock above the door. *T. It's almost lunchtime. I must hurry and get to the hospital ASAP. I appreciate you girls for helping and taking care of me. Thank you so much. Is there any way I can repay you guys? I ask, smiling, though I only met them a few minutes ago. I felt as I could trust them. The second girl stepped in with a tray of food before I even got a chance to try and stand up again. She approached me, placing the tray on my lap.
I brought you food. And some medicine. Your head must really hurt. Start eating. We'll be right here to explain everything, she says, smiling.
I looked down at the tray and back to meet their gaze. I don't even know their names. I think I should leave. These girls seems really nice, but I better visit my father. I really need to leave.
We'll let you leave once you finish your soup, she urges.
I sigh and drank the soup as fast as I could. I have to admit, it was the best soup I've ever eaten. These girls took seats in front of me, whispering to each other as if they didn't think I can hear them.
Well, we should probably introduce ourselves. My name is Diana, and this is my sister Juliana.
The girl who brought the food a while ago spoke. Honestly, I was too invested in this soup to actually hear what they were saying. I stopped devouring my soup and glanced at them. I didn't want to come off as rude, especially when they saved me. They did save me, right? They still haven't explained everything, so I should probably start asking questions. I gave them a small smile. Sorry, this soup was distracting me.
I'm surprised that's even edible,
laughs Juliana, quickly earning a dirty look from Diana. It's delicious. I'd love to know the recipe. I really did.
Of course, but first, we should talk about what happened,
Diana says. I have so many questions, but I was mostly concerned about who killed the guy. I just witnessed a murder. The idea of committing such a crime sent shudders down my spine. Right, do you know what happened after I passed out? I ask.
We were walking nearby when Juliana saw you lying on the ground lifeless. She thought you must have fainted. She found your bag left on the ground next to you, which led us to search for your ID.
She explained. Wait, so you didn't see a man?
No, we found you all alone. What were you thinking, particularly at that time and place?
She asks, disappointment all over her face. I groan, debating whether or not I should tell them I was just simply walking home until I witnessed someone getting murdered, but I decided to remain silent. She spoke up, looking away from me, as she explained.
We were there to receive a package.
I raised an eyebrow, wondering what kind of package it was. Surely it must have been drugs. Those parts of town are known for illegal drug dealing and use. I decided to shrug it off.
After seeing you, we decided to bring you to our place. Our car was just around the corner.
I'm so sorry if I caused any trouble. Thank you guys so much. I don't know what would have happened to me if it weren't for you girls, I expressed, giving the girls a sincere smile.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Diana waves her hand. Once again, I looked at the clock. I had to get to the hospital. Thank you for everything. But I really needed to go. I stand up. It took a while to get my balance, but I managed to do so.
Here's your bag and our numbers. Keep in touch.
Juliana smiles at me while handing me my bag. Thank you again. The wind hit my face immediately as soon as I stepped out of their home. As I glanced down and noticed that I was wearing just jeans and a simple shirt today, I frowned, annoyed at myself for not bringing a jacket. I dashed to the bus stop, hoping to make it in time to the hospital. Dad, we talked about this, I say while groaning. My father yelled, Val, how often must I remind you? Regardless of the circumstances, my father always managed to bring up my mother. The moment I stepped into the room a few minutes ago, my father repeatedly called out my mother's name. It pains me to see him so upset because of how much he misses my mother. The past 9 years have gone by so quickly since his mom left us. I tell him every time what a terrible person my mother was, but each time he seems to agree with her. How? How is that possible when she left him? Hurt him?
I think you should leave.
He says. I could tell he was trying to avoid my gaze. What? I stare at him in silence for a couple of seconds. Did he really just ask me to leave?
I'm tired, Valentina.
My heart ached as those words left his lips. My own father didn't want to see me. Dad. I felt my father grab my arm as soon as I got up. Even though he didn't bother to look at me, tears filled my eyes.
Valentina, I just can't help it.
Standing beside his hospital bed, I look at him, wishing things could be back to normal when he always had a smile on his face.
Val, you remind me so much of your mother. Seeing you only bring back memories.
He confesses. I couldn't hold back my tears any longer. They kept falling as my mother comes to mind. I was not a cheater like my mother. I am anything but her. She packed up her bags and moved on. It was that easy for her to leave us for some wealthy Italian businessman. I've got to get to work. I give him a kiss on the forehead, then quickly left his room. I need some time alone. I was about to walk through the hospital doors when someone called. Valentina. Dr. Carter has been my father's doctor for as long as I can remember. I turn around to see him walking towards me. I apologize if you're in a hurry, but there's something I'd like to discuss, he says. I smile and greet him. Yes, of course, Dr. Carter? Would you like to talk in my office? He asked. Standing awkwardly in the hall, I replied, No, I actually have to get ready for work soon. Is that okay? I couldn't help but feel nervous. Every time he wanted to talk about matters, it always ends up being bad news. He glanced at me before giving me an apologetic smile. It's about your father's health. As you know, we've been treating him for quite some time. Unfortunately, his tumors seem to be spreading rapidly. He states. I sigh. I thought the chemotherapy was doing him well. A number of the cells that were not killed by chemotherapy later became resistant to the drug. Once they multiplied, there may have been more resistant cells than cells that were sensitive to chemotherapy. He explains. I thought everything was fine. He was doing so good. I also wanted to talk about something else. Instantly, I knew his topic of discussion was the cost of my father's treatment. I know what you're going through, Valentina. And the hospital bills are quickly piling up. I shook my head. Don't worry, I got a new job. I'll be fine, Doctor. Carter, I just asked for you to help my father. I wish Mom was here. As much as I hate her, I just can't do this alone. I've been alone for so long. I feel like I've reached the end. Valentina, you're a strong girl. Your dad must be so proud of you. I know I would if you were my daughter. Stay strong for your father, all right? He gives me reassuring a smile. Thank you, Doctor. Carter? I returned the smile. Dr. Carter turned around and left, leaving me alone. A sigh escapes my lips as I make my way to work.
Hey there, gorgeous.
Angelo greets me as soon as he spots me. I smiled. Hey. He wore a white button-up shirt with his sleeves rolled up. He looked extra cute today. My eyes caught a glimpse of his tattoo on his arm.
You got a thing for guys with tattoos?
Yes, actually, I chuckle. I have to admit guys with tattoos are extremely attractive.
Well, I have another one on my thigh. Wanna see?
He asks, tugging his belt. Did he really plan on removing his pants to show me his tattoo? He's crazy. He's on his shift. Angelo!
kidding.
He laughs, giving me a wink. I rolled my eyes. Whatever, Angelo. I'll see you around. I wave him goodbye and start walking to Jake's office. I knock on the door and waited for Jake to let me in.
Come on in.
He groans. He must really hate his job. Good evening. I greet him, smiling. As I entered his office, my eyes shifted to the bottle of whiskey he had on his desk. Was he allowed to drink at work?
Evening, Valentina.
Jake stands up from his seat and grabs a bag from the couch beside his desk before walking towards me.
Your uniform.
He hands me the bag and I take it from his hand. After peering inside and seeing straps, my eyes grew wide.
Servers must wear their uniform when waitressing. I'll call in Riley to show you around the club.
He says as he pulled out his phone. I stood in front of him awkwardly and waited for him to get off his phone. Hey, is it possible to get tips here? Jake raises a brow.
Of course, any tips you receive are all yours. This is a luxurious club. People who come here give insane tips.
That was good. I could use all the tips I can get. In my last waitressing job at a cafe, tips went straight to the owner, not the waitresses. It was stupid.
Hey!
Suddenly, I was surprised to see a gorgeous redhead by the doorway.
As Riley come in, I want you to meet Valentina. Mind showing her how we run things at the club?
Jake asks.
Of course. Nice to meet you, Valentina.
She smiles. I responded. You too.
All right. You two can get out of my office now.
Jake walks back to his seat.
Come on, let's go.
Taking my hand, Riley chuckled and led me into a locker room.
So what do you think of the club so far?
Riley stops in front of a blue locker and turning to look at me. The club screams money. Riley chuckles at my response.
What else do you expect from Adrian? She shakes her head.
Is he really 26? The question slips. This was really shocking to me.
He's 26, a billionaire, and owns multiple companies. Don't forget, super attractive. Ugh.
Riley rolls her eyes back. The attractive part I can believe.
If only he wasn't involved in the Mafia.
She groans as she grabs a bag from her locker and opens it. What? Did I hear her right? The Mafia? I'm sorry. Did you just say the Mafia? My eyes widen. I wasn't shocked about mafias in New York, however.
Yeah, there were a few rumors here and there. Not quite sure.
Should I really be working at this club? It's one of the most popular clubs here in New York. So I guess I shouldn't worry too much if other people don't seem to be bothered by it as well.
Changing rooms are over there.
Riley points in the direction of the changing rooms and I nodded before leaving her side. As I walk into one of the rooms with my bag and shut the door, I wonder how I felt about wearing this uniform.
Hurry up, we have a lot to do tonight.
Riley calls out. My jaw drops when I took out the uniform from the bag. It's not like I'm that conservative about clothes, but I most definitely would never wear this. The leather low-cut top and skirt have straps that connect the two pieces together. Why didn't I notice the waitresses wearing this when I was here? Great! I muttered to myself. I quickly took off my clothes and wore the uniform. Damn, this is suffocating. After packing everything back into my bag, I rush outside, only to see Riley openly staring at me.
Damn, Valentina. You look hot!
She smirked. I shook my head.
That's not fair, she says, pouting.
What's not fair? I ask, raising my brow.
I wish I had big tits like yours.
She laughs.
Let's get going, Riley.
I chuckle at how straightforward she is. She took my hand as we leave the locker room. We walked into the main club and stopped at another bar I had never been to.
It's pretty similar. You know the basics. Deliver checks and collect payments. Keep tables clean and tidy at all times. Blah, blah, blah.
She goes on.
Oh. Most important rule, you can't decline any customers when they offer you some time with them.
She continues. We were supposed to just stay and chat with them.
Come on. I'll show you which tables you'll be in charge of.
She drags me once again to another area. I look around at the white couches and luxurious chandeliers dangling above the ceilings. This club is super fancy. As my eyes scan the club, a certain man catches my attention. My eyes grew wide at the sight of him. I took a few steps back, hiding behind Riley.
And those are the drink optio. What are you doing?
She asks suspiciously. I shake my head, asking her to resume talking. I can't believe it. He was the guy who murdered someone at the alley. What is he doing here? My heart raced. Riley? She was busy showing me all the table arrangements.
Can I use the restroom real quick? Of course. The staff restroom is behind that counter.
She points to a door opposite of the dance floor. I thanked her and quickly rushed to it, wanting to hide in the restroom. I can't manage to get caught. What if he remembers me? While walking, I felt a hand grab my arm. My heart was pounding so fast as I turn around. Shit. He was right in front of me. Let me go. I spat out, pulling my arm back.
You're a feisty one.
He said, chuckling. As I turned to walk back towards the restroom, I stepped over and was yanked by the arm and pushed against his chest.
I'm assuming you don't remember what you did that night.
He tilted his head, grinning at me. Creepy much.
Just let me go. I won't tell anyone I spoke.
My arm was gripped even harder. He was beginning to leave a mark.
Oh, you did break my nose.
Staring at him. What do you want from me? I asked. Suddenly, his gaze settled down on my chest. Smiling, he put his arms around my waist. This little fucker. He was too strong. Don't fucking touch me. I raised my hand to slap him, before he held it back, gripping it tightly. I'm very sure you know what I'm capable of, you shlayucha. He looked down, taking his time to view my uniform. His eyes burned through me as I frantically looked around us. No one was paying attention. I searched for Riley, but she was nowhere in sight. I have to say, that body. He looked at me up and down. I felt disgusted, his arms still circling my waist. Let go, I shouted. His mood dropped as he looked behind me. Curious, I glanced back and was in complete shock. Someone was standing behind me. Adrian.
Boss.
He looked like he was about to shit his pants, and that brought a smile to my face, but that soon turned into a frown. I can't believe this idiot worked for Adrian. I fully turned around to face Adrian. His face was completely emotionless. I can't help but notice how hot he looks in his suit. My eyes darted to his jet black hair, wondering what it would feel like to brush my hands through them. Damn it.
This girl was causing some trouble, boss. So I thought I'd take care of her.
And you thought it was okay to create a scene like that and I'd let you get away with it? Adrian stared straight at Luca. His stare can bring anyone to their knees. It held so much power. Oh God, in that accent.
No, of course not. But last night I was doing the task you assigned me to do, and she happened to be there. She saw everything.
Adrian remained emotionless as Luca spoke. I kept staring at Adrian, my eyes tracing the tattoos inked on his neck.
She managed to hit me and get a hold of my gun, smashing it against my nose. I quickly knocked her out, then I heard sirens, so I left her there and went back.
Oh, hell yeah. I couldn't remember anything. I was probably knocked out real good. That also explains why I was laying on the ground when the girls found me. I was smiling. I broke his nose. Adrian rolled his eyes. This girl somehow broke your nose. Dowolno smushkayushki, no?
Frosty boss. Luca spoke in fear.
Shame to say you work for me, Adrian muttered.
There was suddenly utter silence. Then I realized they had to be Russian. The silence finally broke as I turned to Luca in contempt. I told you I wouldn't tell anyone.
That's far from our concerns.
Enough. Take her to my office, Adrian ordered. He hasn't looked at me once. My eyes widened. Was I gonna get fired on my first day? Luca nodded and carried me over his shoulder. What the hell are you doing? I screamed. I strained myself from biting this fucker. Luca dropped me on the floor as soon as we entered Adrian's office. Pushing myself up, I winced at the pain. That hurt. I muttered. I instantly raised my hands to cover my chest, blocking him to view any further. Luca grinned.
Don't worry. I had my time eyeing those beauties after you passed out last night.
I took a few steps back, causing him to walk even closer to me. I can't believe this jerk. Stay away from me. What is wrong with him? I kept walking backward until I bumped into a wall. Luca stood just a few inches away, too close for my liking.
I'll make sure to give you what you deserve.
The next thing I knew, one of his men came into his office and threw me over his shoulder. It stunk horribly. The walls were all filthy and were splattered with red stains. I knew without a doubt that the stains were blood. Shivers ran down my spine at the thought of all those people who lost their lives here. I wasn't sure exactly how long I'd been locked here, but it was definitely messing with my head. I think I'm going a little crazy. Only once a day did Jackson give me food. I starved the rest of the time. I also haven't seen Adrian in so long. Not sure if I was happy or upset about it, honestly. My main concern was my father. I had to find a way to leave, especially since I hadn't visited him in a while, and I always visit him. How could Adrian lock me up in here when I truly did nothing wrong? Despite my search, I could not find anything that helped me escape. Standing up, I walked to the bucket placed in the corner of the room. These stains didn't look very appealing. I was lost in my thoughts when I heard the door open. I looked up to see Jackson holding a brown paper bag.
Food, he simply said, handing the bag to me. I didn't say anything, just took the bag and looked inside.
And of course, takeout. I might as well be grateful, since at least I am getting fed once a day.
You look like shit, Jackson commented.
Eventually, I took a couple of fries and ate them. I kept on eating, and Jackson continued to stare at me. Quite the creep. For some reason, Jackson threw in a hamburger with the fries today. He usually gives me either fries or soup. I really am a prisoner here.
Look, Adrian will come and see you today, so for the love of God, don't do anything stupid, he spoke.
I looked up at him. I was finally going to see Adrian. I knew better than to pull some shit, so I simply nodded. Jackson sighed and left. I didn't know what's going to happen, and it was scaring me. I decided to lay back down and take a short nap. Chert. Что это горячая девушка сделала с Adriaном чтобы оказать здесь? What the hell did this hot girl do to Adrian to get here? Zetnis, my должны разбудить ее сейчас J. Shut up! We have to wake her up now. Not sure if it was my brain or if I was actually hearing voices. I groaned, opening my eyes. I rubbed them until my vision became clearer. Come on, Adrian is waiting for you. I heard a familiar voice. I turned my head to the door and found Jackson and another guy walking towards me. I instantly backed away.
This is Carlos. Now get up, Jackson said, rolling his eyes.
He was a very impatient man. They were all so impatient. Carlos eyed me from head to toe, making me very uncomfortable. Standing up, my legs felt weak to the point that they felt numb. I straightened my posture, looking at the men.
All right, grab her, Jackson told the guy. He smirked and threw me over his shoulder before I could figure out what was going on.
Don't fucking touch me! I screeched! How dare he! I started to punch his back.
Calm down, doll, he chuckled. You just have a nice ass. I couldn't help it.
Jackson looked down at me. He was fighting against laughing. Stupid shit. I lifted myself from the ground and noticed I was in a bedroom. A very nice-looking bedroom. Now, this was odd. The room was huge and spacious.
Go clean yourself up. The bathroom is over there, Jackson pointed to a door.
Looked around. Everything was so nice and well decorated.
We'll be waiting outside. Don't try anything. He gritted his teeth.
Oh, please. I walked towards the bathroom and shut myself in. The bathroom was huge. The bathtub was in the middle and there were showers on either side. I looked into the mirror and could hardly recognize myself. My face looked slimmer and my cheekbones were more defined. I sighed and continued taking off my clothes. I had a hard time deciding which to use, the bathtub or the shower, but decided to go with the second option. I stepped onto cold tiles and turned on the water. I moaned at the warmth of the water on my skin. I never wanted to leave. I noticed that the bathroom was stocked with everything: shampoo, shower gel, toothbrushes. I examined the shampoo bottle and realized it was men's shampoo. Well, it is a warehouse swarming with men. I washed my hair and massaged my scalp. As the water rinsed the bubbles from my scalp, it left me feeling relaxed. Once I had finished a nice peaceful shower, I grabbed a towel that had been hung neatly a few feet away. I wrapped it around my body and peered outside the bathroom. Had to make sure those creeps weren't there to surprise me and catch me in a towel. It made me wonder whether there were any clothes. I'm sure it wouldn't bother anyone. There was no way I was going to wear my old clothes again. They were filthy and smelled awful. After confirming there was no one in the room, I rushed to the closet. I gasped when I saw it was full of suits and expensive clothing. It didn't cross my mind that this could have been Adrian's room. No way, he'd never let me in his room. It must be one of the men that worked for him. Maybe Jackson's. My head spun and I saw a simple hoodie and men's shorts. The hoodie was big, at least on me they were. When I was finished, I walked out of the closet and froze. Adrian was standing there. "What are you doing here?"
I just entered.
He answered. He looked down at the clothes I was wearing. However, he looked calming and in control. He moved toward me, only inches away, and leaned down to my ear. "Who said you could wear my clothes?"